Welcome back to the show where we are talking about the future of health and longevity. Now, our next guest was one of the first in the longevity space with almost 20 years here in Dubai. Please join me in welcoming Mona Mirza, the founder and CEO of Biolite. Welcome, Mona.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me on the show.
So, 20 years in the longevity space, do you feel healthier?
I'd like to think so.
Question.
I'd like to think so, but I'd like to correct that. It's 20 years more in aesthetics, and probably in the past 4 years has been longevity.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
So we're seeing a lot on the rise of biohackers and biohacking, and we're all taking the NAD injections. Can you tell us a little bit about the evolution of the longevity space here?
Absolutely. Post-COVID, actually, when we actually started to introduce longevity and regenerative medicine in the clinic, that was when people started to become very self-aware of their internal health. It was more of a focus of what can we do to improve our energy, our sleep, our metabolic health, our gut health. And so that's when I decided to actually take that direction into, NAD IVs. We were doing a lot of different IVs, but there was a real need for NAD. And that's been one of the most popular IVs that we're doing right now.
So what made you go make the shift from just aesthetics to like longevity and functional medicine? Was there like a moment, or was there something that happened?
Honestly, that's a fantastic question, and it was such a natural thing to do, because when you look at the skin, you're looking at someone's health. It's not just how pretty one looks, but you're really looking at the skin as a barometer of one's
the skin's
health.
like a reflection of your internal body, right?
So whenever we'd see someone with any kind of inflammation on the skin, whether it's a wrinkle, whether it's dull skin, whether it's open pores or pigmentation, we were actually sending them to the endocrinologist, to the gynecologist. I was like, why can't we actually do these tests ourselves in the clinic? That opened the door to functional medicine, biomarkers, deeper diagnostics. So it was a very natural progression, asking people about, their stress levels on a daily basis, how they're sleeping, how they're exercising. These were actually common questions we've been asking for the past 20 years at Biolite.
So I mean, listen, it's a busy time in this city at the moment, and a lot of people are getting stressed and they don't know how to manage that stress. So what are the key factors that makes Biolite completely different, and the place that, because I've never been, I want to go,
well,
I want to come,
come,
right? And but why would I go to Biolite rather than anyone else?
Good question. So what we have in the clinic is we've actually got a lot of biohacking therapies that work on the mind, work on your gut, work on allergies, work on detoxing. So when you come in and we have a detailed questionnaire and a consultation, we figure out exactly what is your trouble spot. We put some biomarkers in place, so deep diagnostics are a starting point. And with that, we actually curate a plan for you where you will be doing certain, biohacking therapies within. So we have binaural acoustic therapy to help you sleep and relax and calm down your brain frequencies. And when you do this on a regular basis, you'll notice that you're actually training your brain's frequencies to help you sleep and relax. So there are a lot of things that one can do. These are little simple things that, you just need to come into the clinic for 30 minutes and it will help you regulate your brain's frequencies.
I'll be seeing you very soon.
Mona, we know that Dubai is always at the forefront of any trend that is happening. And I'm interested to know, how do you think that this space is going to grow in Dubai? Is it just a fad, or is it something that we can really see a future in?
I was quite surprised to find that Dubai in this sector is about 12% ahead of the global expansion in wellness. And so it's definitely here to stay. It's definitely going to grow. The government is definitely supporting it. As far as predictions about the future, I see a lot of AI, diagnostics, predictive tests. I see a lot of hyper-personalization. So there's going to be a lot of precision medicine. And I also see, the aesthetics industry very much amalgamating into the regenerative space, with we've had PRP and exosomes and now stem cell therapy. So it's a very exciting time for us.
I think it really has developed from the aesthetic of people just wanting to look good. They want to feel good. It's like a real marriage of those two things. Everybody wants that overall, feel good experience.
Absolutely. So like I say, it's prevention is the new perfection.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Amazing. So, Dr. Mona, you know, the longevity space has really been seen as mostly a luxury, you know, previous to now, right? What are, you know, for the everyday person, they may not think they can afford such like longevity interventions. What are the lowest barriers to entry? What would you recommend people to start doing that is a little bit more affordable?
Honestly, even if you can get your blood work done every 6 months with your GP, it's a great starting point. So that is something that doesn't have to be done in a reactive way, but a preventative manner. So if you're getting some blood work done every 6 months and you can see your biomarkers, where's your cholesterol at, where's your sugar at, and all these other markers, it really does help. And there's, you know, the doctor should be able to guide you. You have you know, you have a point where you know where you're starting from, an end point, and then you continue to see how you can improve it. Those are the most simplest thing anyone can do by just going to a GP or a hospital, but doing it on a regular basis.
I know that you also have a quick reset package also at Biolite. Can you share with us what that is exactly?
Yes, so the quick reset package is actually a journey in the clinic where you're introduced to the functional medicine doctor who would recommend certain biomarkers. You also see the aesthetic doctor. Along with that, you have some biohacking therapies, an IV infusion, a detox, a far infrared sauna, and usually a treatment that is curated for your skin type.
Okay, that sounds amazing. Sign me up.
You're most welcome to come.
So, Dr. Mona, how do you stay ahead of the curve? Because obviously there's such a big space. As I said, there's a lot of people coming into this space. How does Biolite stay ahead of the curve?
I think we are very much ahead of the curve at this point because most aesthetic clinics are really scratching the surface. The way I see it, there's times when we do a treatment and we may not see a result. And we're wondering, why isn't this, you know, giving us a result? It's obviously a deeper conversation to be had. And that's what led us into believing that, you know, we need to check your numbers. It's an interesting market, an interesting time. You know, there's regenerative medicine coming in. You need to keep an open mind. You need to attend conferences. You need to be constantly researching. You need to be networking with the right people. I've got, you know, Dr. Deal right here. And so, you know, with all the kind of science that's happening, and it's very exciting and very evolutionary. I'm personally very invested in it for myself as well as for, you know, my clients. And I think that's where it starts. You know, you start from yourself.
Thank you so much, Mona. One of the OGs in the game when it comes to Dubai.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Cool.
Thank you.